there a Long Island iced tea song? Is there like a song about a Long Island iced tea?
No.
There should be one, right? We should have a Long Island iced tea song. Get me f***ed up over here on Jones Beach. I wanna get really pukey. The Strong Island iced tea. That's my song for the Long Island iced tea. Strong Island. Is that how you guys say it? I'm from New Jersey. I don't know. In New Jersey, we would call you guys bennies when you come to our beach. Do you know that? Do you not know that? You are typified by wearing socks in your sandals. Why is New Jersey better than Long Island? Reasons. I don't actually know that it is. Let's see. We have probably more miles of oceanfront coast. We would say that. We have more miles of oceanfront coastline, but Long Island definitely has more coastline because you go all the way around on it. We have way more Superfund sites than you, which sounds bad, but it's actually because we aren't hiding them. We're gonna make Long Island iced tea today. So supposedly this drink was invented by bartender Robert Rosebud Butt, last name Butt, for a triple sec sponsored cocktail competition at the Oak Beach in Long Island in sometime in the 70s. It went gangbusters. People were drinking this thing all over the place. The standard recipe, I'm gonna put that up on screen right now. If you wanna make it that way, go for it. I'm not particularly a fan. It's not the way I wanna go here today. We're gonna actually take, we're gonna do Jeffrey Morgenthaler's take on this, which is basically the same recipe, just sort of slightly rebalanced and refined a little bit. So we're gonna need all the booze to make this Long Island. Hey, yeah, forget about it. Strong Island iced tea, whatever. That's more Brooklyn, but or even Queens. I don't know. I mean, that's all on Long Island. I think it's weird that Brooklyn isn't part of Long Island somehow. I got bad news for you, Williamsburg. You live on Long Island. If you think you're cooler than that, you're not. Everything goes into the shaker. Shake it up. We're gonna put it in a Collins glass. One thing, there's a little Coca Cola goes in this. I recommend either making your own cola or something like Fentimans, but Jeffrey Morgenthaler calls for Coke. In the interest of using the best stuff we can get our hands on, this is the real sugar Mexican style Coca Cola. Everybody seems to think that makes a big difference. I'm not as convinced, but I don't want to get yelled at, so that's what we're doing. So first thing I need is a lemon, and I'm gonna need 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice. Earlier this week, I did the one of everything. This is gonna be the better one of everything. You'll notice it's no absinthe in this version. I think that's because absinthe is going to take over anything like this. We want 1/2 ounce of London dry gin. You can use whatever you like. I do like Fords. You see that a lot on the show. I like Beefeater too. I don't have any problem with most of these. 1/2 ounce of rum. Jeffrey Morgenthaler recommends a Plantation 3-star. I think he's probably right there. Half an ounce of silver Blanco tequila, a Blanco tequila. I think anything that's 100% agave will be fine. Half ounce of vodka. Does not matter which vodka you use. Full disclosure, that was a little fatter than 1/2 ounce. 1/2 ounce of Cointreau or some kind of an orange liqueur. This is gonna be a little bit rounder and a little bit sweeter than a Cointreau, which is a little bit more tart, but not so much so that I think we need to compensate for it. I think it'll just be a slightly different version of this drink. I would say probably a slightly better version, but 1/4 to 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. This is 2 parts sugar, 1 part water, Demerara. Jeffrey Morgenthaler calls for 2 teaspoons, so yeah, somewhere between 1/4 and 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. right, one Long Island iced tea. We're gonna put this in a Collins glass. So your frequent Long Island iced teas are gonna go into a pint glass. They're a little bit more voluminous. This is kind of scaled back to make it a little bit more manageable. That's sort of what Morgenthaler's, if I read it correctly, that's kind of his philosophy behind this formulation of the drink. It's to make it more of a cocktail and less of a mind obliterator. You'll notice my ice beers are a little shorter. I didn't like I thought they were leaving a little less volume in my glass than I wanted. So, trying something different. Now we're gonna float 3/4 of an ounce of Coca Cola onto this glass, label out, give the sponsor what they're paying for. We're not sponsored by Coca Cola. And we garnish this with a lemon twist. This is the Morgenthaler Long Island iced tea. It's pretty cool. Okay, full disclosure, my first thought was, this might not be my drink when it hit my mouth. But then it wasn't bad. That's a thing, right? Like, a taste is subjective. And not everything is just to your liking, so I try to describe it objectively. But while I was thinking that, it changed a little bit, and I got something that I thought was just and I'm still enjoying this. Just really, I don't know, something about it really made me think about vacation, and it's good, actually. I really kind of like it. It is a little, it's accessible, it's kind of sweet, definitely not cloyingly sweet. It's more, it's more lemony than anything, honestly. The lemon citrusy aspects of the Coca Cola that are in there are surprisingly brought to the fore. Because Coke has a lot of citrus notes in it. They just kind of get lost in the sugar. Does it taste like iced tea? It's been so long since I've had sweetened iced tea that I had to remind myself that that is actually what iced tea tastes like. Yes, it tastes a little bit like a batch of 4C iced tea. A little less sweet. Goes down real easy. Very nice long drink on a hot summer day. My Garnish isn't cooperating. I'm a little annoyed at it at the moment. Some of that Coca Cola stuff, but what is that? What does Coca Cola taste like? Like a vanilla, like a lemony vanilla kind of thing. Kinda? Uh-oh. I'm drinking a heck of a lot of this. Good. So Long Island has the Long Island iced tea. The New Jersey has the Jersey Sunset, which I did on the show. And if I'm trying to remember, I think the recipe for the Jersey Sunset was toxic waste, oil, and seawater, equal parts, shaken to a froth, and then huffed off the back of a spoon that you heat up. Nah, I'm kidding. I have a lot of friends from Long Island, very good lifelong friends, and I'm from New Jersey, so there's a long-standing rivalry between New Jersey and Long Island. So I kind of wanted to lean into that a little bit. Really, truly, it's silly for New Jersey and Long Islanders to quibble when we have Staten Island between us to beat up on. I mean, that place has just got to be swallowed up by the sea any day now. Fuck that place. Well, guys, I think I've pissed you all off enough. I better stop talking and go shoot the next episode, because that's what I'm going to be doing. Also, I'm a little behind schedule, so... well, you know what would be great? If I finish this, I might start time traveling. And then that will help me get back on schedule, right?